Hey there everybody, Andrew Rice here. Today I'm going to show you how to stop topping hybrids and fairway woods. Oh my goodness, we got to get rid of that. Hi there everybody, Andrew Rice here, Golf Digest Top 50 teacher, Golf.com Top 100 teacher, on the lesson tee, my lesson tee here at the Western Savannah Harbor Resort. Would love to have you come down and spend some time working on your game. I know you're watching this, I know you're looking to play better golf. I know I can help you. Come and see me for a 3-day school, a lesson. Savannah, fantastic town, you'd love the town, and I know you'd get a lot out of our time together. Subscribe to my channel, let's stay connected. I'm going out of my way. 2020, I'm gonna share as much as I can on my YouTube channel. Get in early, that way you're not gonna miss a thing. If you wanna learn more about me, check out my website, andrewricegolf.com. Fancy that. You can learn a lot more about me, see my programs, check out more videos like this. Let's get to the action. What can you do to stop topping these longer clubs? We're looking to get the ball moving out there. We certainly don't have any room in our game for a topped shot. Now, we've got two problems, and it can only really be those two problems. And then I'm going to share a great thought, a great little picture, a drill, so to speak, that is going to help you start to really flush these hybrids and fairway woods off the fairway. So, problem number one, and I'm sure many of you struggle with this. I know I see many people on my lesson tee that struggle with this, and it is hanging back. You get back and the weight stays back. Okay, that weight wants to stay back, and so by the time you get to impact, I had somebody on this lesson tee today, by the time you get to impact, those feet occupy about the same amount of pressure on the ground, and so the weight is hanging back. Number two, and oftentimes people will just throw a blanket statement over any topped fairway shot, and they'll say, I lifted up. Well, here's the deal, folks. You are not most likely lifting up. It is a problem I see very, very rarely. You are not lifting up. Number one, you're most likely hanging back. And number two, these arms are lifting up. Essentially, think about it this way. Okay, if I sit up to this golf ball right here, I've got my sweet spot in position right behind the back of the ball. Hopefully that ball position appears to be appropriate. It feels appropriate. And my elbows are a certain distance, a set distance apart. Well, watch this. If I pull my elbows apart, notice what happens to the club head. Can you see how as I separate my elbows, as I change the radius upon which I want my arms to swing, now I shorten that club head, that sweet spot moves closer to me. Okay, and that is, in my limited professional experience, is what people mostly struggle with when they're topping the golf ball, primarily with these longer clubs off the ground. They are pulling those arms in, they're breaking their elbows, getting their elbows further apart, and that's what's changing the radius and causing the bottom of the club to run into the top of the golf ball. Okay, doesn't feel good, demoralizing, makes you want to quit golf and go and play something like tennis. Who would want to do that? Let's stick with golf. Okay, so here's something else that creeps in, and it really is a product of point number one, hanging back, and point number two, spreading the elbows, changing the radius. And that is a human being, and we are amazing. I believe this. Every one of us is an amazing human being athlete, and we have the potential, the internal ability to do amazing things. It's our instinct. And here's where this instinct kicks in. I hit a shot, okay, and I'm going to try to intentionally top one here. I top a shot. Okay, that was a pretty good top, maybe too good. I top a shot and I see the ball go very low. Well, instinctively I go, that was too low. I've got to try to get this ball to go up. Now, here's what I instinctively start to do. Once that instinct starts kicking in, that human being athlete starts kicking in, here's what happens. I stay back because I want to help this ball up into the air, and I pull my arms in an attempt to create more lift. And so it's also our instinct. Two technical problems, but one very important issue that cannot be overlooked, and that is the role of human instinct. We are trying to get this ball up in the air, and if I'm trying to do that, I've got a better chance doing it from here, certainly, than I do from there. Okay, so let's acknowledge those two in our practice swings. The next time you pull out a hybrid, I've got my 3 hybrid here, a hybrid or a fairway wood, I want you to be cognizant of in your little practice swings, and they don't have to be, let's just for the record state this, practice swings are not really practice swings. I would prefer the term priming swings. I'm trying to prime my body, my feel, for what I want to carry through into this shot, okay? And so in my priming swings, I would love to see you do something along these lines. Number 1, we don't want to hang back. Number 2, we want to keep our arms nice and long, nice and extended. So this is what I'd love to see, something along those lines. Notice how I'm finishing through. Notice how my arms, if I stop at impact, my arms are nice and long. That's going to allow me, and you should be able to hear that club just brushing the surface there, okay? And that's going to be important as we get into this next drill. Not really a drill, but just a cool image that I find helps me a lot. When I'm playing on some really tight fairways, and I've got this long club with a shot off the ground and might not have the best lie, but I've got to get that sweet spot down into the back of the golf ball. This is what I do on my practice swings, and I think this is so important for everybody to just work into their little pre-shot routine. If this is something you struggle with, is, okay, so I've got my feet on the ground. There, the soles of my shoes, close your eyes and picture this, are at a certain altitude, okay? I am going to picture the sole of my golf club getting beneath the sole of my shoes, okay? Picture that, think about that. So as I make this practice swing, I'm gonna try to get the sole of my golf club, and there's gonna be, if there's a divot, I'm fine with that. No problem whatsoever, okay? No problem whatsoever. It's a priming swing. We're trying to get a feel here. So I'm gonna try to get the sole of my club lower than the sole of my shoes. That wasn't very good. I brushed the grass, but not, that was a little overdone. Somewhere between those two. Okay, please don't do that on your practice swings, but it happens. Okay, if it happens, not a big deal. We'll make another one. We're allowed to. We'll repair that after we flush this shot. So that's a little bit better. Picture the sole of the club getting lower than the spikes or the sole of your shoes. And then we're gonna step up here and we're gonna smoke this ball down the middle. Here we go. Good setup. Feel those arms nice and long. Not too shabby. Maybe a nudge low on the face. I didn't quite get the sole down below the soles of my shoes. Let's try that again. Come on, Andrew. Let's not disappoint everybody watching this, including yourself. That was a much better strike, and as a result, a much higher flight because I got the ball up the face, okay? Hopefully some of this information helps. Let's understand 2 problems: hanging back, pulling the arms in. That instinct plays a role in facilitating those 2 problems. Our little picture, our mind picture, our image, we're going to make some little priming swings before we hit this shot, where we get the sole of the club lower, beneath the sole of our lead shoe. And then we're going to step in there with that feel, with that idea, and we're going to start to flush the golf ball out the center of the face. I tell you what, it's one thing to hit a great 6 or a 7 iron, but it is super duper special to pull out a hybrid or a fairway wood and really get that ball out the sweet spot. Number 1, yes, it takes off, but number 2, it really starts to get up into the air and go. Okay, and we all love that. I hope this helps. Thanks so much for watching. I hope some of that information helps you make these hybrids, make these fairway wood clubs your friend. If you did enjoy this video, please share it with a friend in need. You know somebody who could benefit from this information. Also, I'd love to keep our relationship going. Let's be friends. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I would love for you to be a subscriber. That way you can stay in touch. You can get updates as to when the next video is coming out. I want to be here for you. I want to help you enjoy this great game that much more.